guys, and welcome to my channel. Time is but a window. Now in today's video we're going to be analyzing the #1 player in the world, S1mple. This is part 2, the attacking side of the major grand finals. So in part 1 we followed him on the CT side of the first map of the grand finals where he dropped 20 kills. This is one of the most dominant grand finals at a major any player has ever had. Here we're going to be taking an in-depth look at how he did it. But first let's rewind back to the start of this round. As you can see, his teammate buys up full utility and buys a P250 which he drops to S1mple. This is just one of the benefits of being the best player in the world. A lot of the plays that they run are going to be setting up S1mple to be more successful. Now on the pistol round, he just makes his way out mid. This is a good pistol to have on pistol round against those USPs, but he still gets one-tapped. So of course they lose the pistol round and are forced onto an eco round where he's just going to buy up a dig. Now they don't really have any utility, so really this eco round is just going to come down to them hitting some crazy shots. As you can see, he really just didn't expect the guy in the corner and gets absolutely annihilated, but so do all of his teammates. Okay, now on to the gun rounds. You can see he's going to be leading the way with an AK-47. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have him as entry here. I mean, that's just absolutely nutty. The fact that he controlled his recoil so well and hit that 180 spray is just absolutely insane, leaving him with only 1 HP, but he's still alive. Alright, let's rewind. There are two big things to gather from this. First, notice how after he recovers and is able to take down this one guy on the left-hand side with 1 HP, he immediately starts spraying over there towards the doorway. This is because he knows that in this situation, with someone playing such an aggressive off angle, there's going to be someone there to get that trade kill. This is really something everyone should think about in situations where they're trying to enter a site. Expect a second guy to be playing off of the first one. Now after this, I'm not sure if it was designed by play or if it was something he called on the fly, but you can see that he's down to 1 HP. And I'm pretty sure it's because of his low HP, he asks for a boost to look over there towards sight. After all, in this position, since they can only see your head, it doesn't really matter how much HP you have, since you're going to die from a headshot anyways. This makes him a smaller target that's harder to hit and gives him a chance to get another pick, even though he only has 1 HP. Next up, we have another boost over here, where he's just playing an off angle, trying to catch the first guy off guard. Anyone gets a little bit too aggressive, they should not expect him at this height elevation. Now his teammates are going to approach it from a different angle, and he's actually going to follow them in, watching their flank. This is a good example of his high sensitivity and how it helps him go from target to target so quickly. It's just a testament to how good his dexterity is to how smooth his aim usually looks. Now while so far I've just been talking about S1mple himself, the tactics are far more than just what S1mple is doing. For example, most of the execute here happens with his teammates, and S1mple's actually just playing a lurking role. That is until his teammates are about to win the round, and then he goes more aggressive, trying to search and destroy to keep them from saving. One of the things people don't give S1mple enough credit for, or at least talk about enough, is his ability to recover in situations where he has a disadvantage. Like, look at that, he just got timinged, but still recovers and gets the kill. For the most part, in most of these strategies, he plays more of a lurk or flank control role. For example, here he's watching close flank, but his teammates actually posted up in middle here, and he has a crossfire with him. Okay, this round we're looking at more of a straight-up take from the terrorists. Now, as you can see, this time S1mple was definitely not the first guy in, and typically he's not the first guy in. He's too important to risk in those kind of situations. Even when they go back around and take the site from a different perspective, he's still not the first guy going in. Look at how after he gets the kill, he smokes it off, denies the push, and falls back into a passive position. It's only when he's forced out by hearing the bomb tap that he actually peeks, but he actually didn't commit to it. The CT just hits a ridiculous shot. Still though, his teammates don't move and don't make any noise, and because of this, they're not entirely sure where the last two terrorists are, and they're still able to win the round. Another important tactic, deny weapons from the other team. When you know they're on save rounds, make sure you throw those AKs and AWPs out of the way if you're not going to use them. But more importantly, tip number 5, use the Force. Yeah, you can say spraying into the smoke is a good educated guess because he heard the shot and mostly luck-based for getting the 2 kills. But don't overlook how good his spray control is, because chances are, after getting that first kill, most of those bullets would have missed if it weren't that on point. And next up is the importance of playing an off angle. Here you can see he's holding in a interesting spot, more posted up than someone would expect, but he doesn't really have a fallback. The good news about this is because they won't expect it, there's a good chance they will walk into his crosshair before getting ready to do a quick peek. Basically what I'm saying there is because they're not expecting you there, they're just going to slowly creep into your crosshair, giving you an easier shot than someone who's going to expect you at an angle and try to jiggle peek you or peek out wide. Now S1mple doing some sniping and once again boosted for that elevation. Let's be honest guys, in the game of Counter-Strike, you should never be going for a fair fight. You should always try to give yourself an advantage. And the thing about Counter-Strike is that everyone gets used to left to right aim, but no one really gets used to that vertical aim, so you almost always have an advantage if you choose the vertical location. After getting the pick, they rotate back over to the other site, but access is denied, so once again they rotate to the other site. Oh yeah, look at that deagle. Incredible, except that's also part of his downfall. And this is something we can all learn from. After hitting a nice 1 dig, a lot of us feel empowered like we're going to shoot everyone in the face with that deagle, even when we have a better primary weapon. And as you can see, even S1mple is not immune to this. He really should have kept the AWP out. Easy kill right here with it. Instead, he has to hit a ridiculous 1 dig. And hey, let's put it this way, if S1mple isn't going to hit it, chances are you won't either. On the next round, he goes with the AWP once again, throws a nice little flashbang over the top here to check the site. Throughout this round, he plays very passive and controlled. Remember, he is definitely more valuable alive than dead, so he doesn't take any unnecessary risks or aggression. Next up, you can see he's following his teammate in, and he really does want to get this trade kill, but as you can see, the angle really does not favor him. Now, one thing I didn't really go over much in this game, because he doesn't do it that often compared to his teammates, but he does still do it, is make sure to flash for his teammate. This is something we can even do in unorganized pug play. If you see your teammate's about to go take mid or something, make sure you throw a flash for him before he goes up. You'd be surprised how much more effective flashes are when they're for someone else rather than yourself. Alright, back to the game. You can see S1mple is slowly working his way up here. He wants to make sure he guarantees this pick. His teammate's actually holding his flank, but gets taken down. But of course now the CTs want to get information because they want to know if they're over here at the A site or if they're going to be making their way over there towards the B site. Because as you can see, the CTs have 1 guy over there at the B site, 1 guy in mid, and 2 guys at A. So S1mple is able to get an easy pick there and get away with that smoke. And now he's in position to help his teammate over here at the other site where the bomb's been planted. Notice how he throws his AWP to his teammate because his teammate's low on HP and has a better chance of getting 1 bullet off than an entire clip. Though personally, I'm not giving my AWP to anyone because I can't aim like S1mple. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments down below and if you'd like to see more like this.